Shalom, everyone, and welcome back. When I was a young kid, probably 12, 13 years old, I read a story from the Talmud that deeply, deeply affected me. And I'd like to share that with you. It's about a very, very famous rabbi, one of the Tanaim, one of the rabbis of the mission, named Rabbi Eliezer ben Hyrcanus. Rabbi Eliezer, the son of Hyrcanus. And the story that the Talmud tells us is that young Eliezer grew up very similar to the great Rabbi Akiva. He was not observant. He was not knowledgeable. He didn't go to yeshiva. He didn't learn very much, but he had a desire to study. And he decided he wanted to go away to yeshiva and to study. Well, his father, Hyrcanus, very possibly his name was Hyrcanus from Hercules. It was maybe a Judaicized name for Hercules. It shows that he was not a very religious man. He was possibly a little bit assimilated, maybe a bit Greek, in a Greek way, although Jewish. He was a wealthy man, and he was hoping that his son, Eliezer, was going to go into the family business. They were farmers, I believe. So Eliezer came to him and said to him, "Dad, I want to go away. I want to study. I'm not really interested in the family business. I want to go out away and study." His father strongly discouraged him from doing that. His father had his hopes and dreams on his son going into the family business. His son decided otherwise. So he decided to leave. His father said, "If you leave, you are being disowned. That's it. That's it." He left anyways. And he traveled quite a distance until he got to the famous yeshiva of Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, who was the leading rabbi of his day. He got to Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, and he presented himself before the great rabbi. And the rabbi said, "Ooh, such a smell is coming from your mouth. What is that smell? What is that smell?" And it came out that the poor boy had nothing to eat on this way. So he ate cattle dung. He ate the excrement from cattle. It's all he could afford to eat. He had no money. Rabbi Yochanan saw that what a boy, when a boy is so dedicated to study that he even eats cattle dung, this is a remarkable boy who needs to learn. And indeed, he studied with him and studied until finally Rabbi Eliezer became one of the greatest rabbis of his day. Well, after many years, they came back. Again, the story is similar to Rabbi Akiva coming back after many years. He came back to his father's town. And everyone heard the famous Rabbi Eliezer is coming to town. Everyone came to hear him speak words of Torah. And among those who came was his own father. And Rabbi Eliezer spoke, and he spoke brilliantly. And everyone in the city was totally amazed and aghast at the greatness of his knowledge. At the end of his talk, his father stood up in the crowd. And his father announced and said, "You know, when I came here, I planned on completely disowning my son for disobeying me. But now that I hear him, I am dumbfounded, and I am going to will all of my possessions to him. I am humbled before him." Well, this story had a great influence on me personally because I also was not raised so observantly, and I never went to yeshiva as a kid. I only went to yeshiva later on in my life. And it taught me a great deal about what a person can accomplish if they really want to, how much life can turn for them and change into something that they never believed was possible. Today, we are all going through a tremendous change with the COVID virus. It's affecting us all in deeply, deeply amazing ways that we never would have imagined. It's affecting our family life and our work life and our health and our way of looking at the world and everything. It's looking at everything, and it's taking a great deal from us. It's causing us to go deeply inside of ourselves and bring out the very best that we have as well. Not easy. It's very hard for us to go through these changes in our lives. And perhaps life will never be back to the way it was before. And perhaps we will never be back to the way we were before. But I am positive and confident that we will be better than we ever were before also. The lessons that we will learn from this incredible experience of over a year long, and it'll possibly be longer, is that we have sacrificed a tremendous amount and we have become better for it. Our lives have become better for it. We have a deeper understanding and appreciation of our families, of our spouses, of our children, of our religion, of everything. And this will be an experience that we will never forget. We hope and pray that it should be over soon. God willing, it looks like the numbers are coming down as the vaccine is becoming more prevalent. But even if we still stay doing this for a while, we'll grow from it and we will be better for it. And because of the sacrifice, just like Rabbi Eliezer's sacrifice, because of our sacrifice, may God grant us all blessings of health and happiness and success in everything we do. And as we are continuing and going on this coming Friday and Shabbos, is the month of Adar is beginning. Adar is the month of Purim. As our sages tell us, when Adar comes, happiness increases. Mishenichnas Adar marbin b'simcha. And even though we are in quarantine, the entire world is in a type of quarantine right now. But through that quarantine, we're going to see a great deal of happiness. So I want to wish you all a Chodesh Tov, a good month, and may the month give us many, many blessings for the coming year as well. Shalom.